All right, let's talk about the IGCSE Maths 0580 exam. I know, it can feel like this massive, intimidating thing, but what if I told you it's not as scary as it looks? What if you had a clear map to get you through it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do in this explainer. We're going to break it all down and give you a super clear path to success. So let's dive right in.
So have you ever opened up that syllabus and just felt completely overwhelmed? Yeah, if that's you, you are definitely not alone. It can look like this giant mountain you have to climb, but honestly, trust me on this, it's way more manageable than it seems. All you really need is a good map to guide you.
And here's our map for this session. First, we'll look at the syllabus, what you'll actually learn. Then, we'll cover the assessment, so what skills are being tested. And finally, we'll take a closer look at the exam questions. Simple as that.
Okay, let's kick things off with Part 1, the syllabus. Think of this as the blueprint for your studies.
So when you actually break it down, it's not so bad, right? The entire course is really just built on these 9 core areas. You've got your basics like number, algebra, and geometry, and then you move into things like trigonometry, probability, and statistics. The cool thing is each of these is kind of its own little world of skills to master.
And that's the key, really. These topics are the absolute building blocks for everything you're going to face in the exam. If you can get your head around these one by one, you're building a super solid foundation. Seriously, nothing in the exam will come from outside this list.
All right, moving on to Section 2, Assessment. So, it's not just about memorizing formulas, right? It's about how you use what you know. Let's look at what the examiners are really looking for.
Now, the official term for this is Assessment Objectives, or AOs for short. Don't let the fancy name fool you. All it really means is, this is the checklist the examiners use to mark your paper. It's their secret recipe for giving out marks.
And it really boils down to 2 main things. First up, Step 1. Know your tools. Basically, can you remember and use the right formulas, the right techniques? Can you do the routine stuff correctly? And then there's Step 2, Solve the problem. This is where you have to analyze a situation, figure out a strategy, and then clearly show how you got your answer. You need both of these to really ace the exam.
Okay, last section, and this one is a biggie. We're going to take a closer look at the actual exam questions. It's time to decode the language of the exam so you know exactly what they're asking you to do.
The secret here is to pay super close attention to what we call command words. These are the little instructions, the verbs, in each question that tell you exactly what you need to do. Words like calculate, explain, sketch. Getting these right is absolutely crucial for grabbing all the available marks.
Let's check out a real example. Imagine a question says, show that the total surface area of the cuboid is 148 centimeters squared. Notice they give you the answer. So what does that command word show that actually mean you have to do?
Well, when you see show that, think of the answer as a freebie. The examiner doesn't care about the number 148, they already gave it to you. What they want to see is your work. You have to provide a crystal clear step-by-step proof that gets you to that answer. Your method, your working out, that's what's getting you all the marks here.
Here's another super common one. Sketch the graph of whatever the equation is. Now, the word sketch might make you think you need to be an artist and draw a perfect picture, but that's not what it means at all.
Sketch just means your drawing doesn't have to be perfect or to scale. Don't worry about plotting a ton of points with a ruler. All the examiner wants to see is a simple, freehand graph that shows the main features. Things like where it crosses the axes and what the turning points are. That's what scores the points.
And last up, let's look at a really direct one you'll see all the time. The question asks you to find the coordinates of A and B. Pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah, when you see the word find, it's a clear call to action. It means you need to figure out the right way to solve it, choose the correct method, and then do the math to get a specific final answer. It's all about calculating to get that one correct result.
So let's pull all that together. What are the big things to remember? First, the syllabus isn't some big secret. It's just your roadmap. Second, your success really just depends on 2 key skills: knowing your math tools and knowing how to solve problems with them. And finally, understanding those command words is the secret to giving the examiner exactly what they want to see.
So there you have it. By understanding the syllabus, what skills you need, and the language of the questions, you literally have the map to succeed in IGCSE Maths. The path is clear. You can totally do this.
Fundoo Tutor is a personalized learning platform that helps students succeed in Cambridge, IB, and other international curriculums with expert mentorship, structured learning support, and engaging resources.